Hey everyone, I'm Faisal for All Things Mobile, and we'll be taking a quick look at the BlackBerry Messenger app, or BBM as it's commonly abbreviated as, on Android today. So, you guys may or may not know, there's a lot of hype, there's a lot of buzz over Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, people posting their pins, because BlackBerry Messenger is now available across platforms. So we've got a Samsung Galaxy Note 3 here, and I'm going to take you through a little tour of the Android version of the app. So we've got the BBM icon there. It is identical to the BBM icon you'll see on BB10 and any other BlackBerry device. So we'll tap on that there. We load up BBM and we go into our chats. So this is our conversations that are ongoing. So if you go into one, we can we'll just go into one here. And yeah, so you've got the contact. You can invite more, attach, and right now you can attach just a photo. You can take a picture right now, or you can choose one from gallery, so a photo you've already taken. You can also attach a voice note. Now on BlackBerry 10 and other BlackBerry devices, this list kind of goes on and on. It's file, picture, photo, map, contact, appointment, the whole works. But eventually they'll incorporate all that into the application. But right now you do get take a photo, choose from gallery, and voice note. They've also implemented the swipe gestures back, so that's kind of nice. You've got the nice BlackBerry 10 UI look and feel. So you've got chats, contacts, groups, updates, which is just your recent updates, and that loads up, as well as invites, so received, and then I can't even reach sent invites. And you can invite to a contact to BBM through various means. Barcode by pin, so those are two BlackBerry specific ways that you could have done it. SMS, email, and as well as if you're on the Android app, you've got NFC there, which is pretty dandy. So that's how to invite contacts. So chats, contacts, groups. You've got your BBM groups here. So we'll go into one real quick. You've got your chats, pictures, lists, as well as events. So all that's integrated. Very, very nice. You can add a picture from your gallery, camera, and it's basically just like the BlackBerry 10 app. It's the way it's laid out and the way it's all designed. It's very similar to that. You even get the little splat icon, as they call it, over top the groups with messages. Now, if I go back in here and if I go to the overflow menu, you do kind of get all the same. Again, the same look and feel here. Same settings, really. You can invite to BBM, multi-person, settings, a help, send broadcast message, and start a chat. So if you go to settings, oh, nope, that's the wrong one. If you go to settings, there we go. We do see that we can show your country and time, music updates, BBM connected icon, and that's this little icon that people have been complaining about. People say that you can't swipe it off. Well, you can actually turn that off and that disappears. So that's just one thing. Notifications, all notifications, or if you want them to vibrate. The tone, so it actually does have a BBM tone, which the BBM tone is basically the default ringtone or ringer that the phone makes on a regular BlackBerry. So if you want it to sound like a BlackBerry, that BBM tone is what you want. Otherwise, you've got a whole bunch of other tones, and yeah, so you got a whole bunch of other tones built in to it as well. Now the neat thing is you can actually change your LED color in this application. So the Galaxy Note 3 does have an LED here in this area. It's hard to see, I know, but yeah, you can totally change it from red to white, yellow, green, cyan, which is blue essentially, and then blue. Okay, that's odd. Purple, and actually none. So you can actually choose it to not have a LED. I prefer having it on the red LED just because that's what I'm used to. I do use a BlackBerry Z10 as my daily driver, and you get the nice experience where when the phone's locked, you get a nice blinking red light. It's very nostalgic, very classic. Anyways, so let's move on. We've got the ability to save chat history, show action bar. So if you choose yes, show action bar, what happens is if you go back into this conversation, it does show that bar up here, and then from there we can invite more, attach, ping, copy, and we press and hold, copy a message. But if we choose to disable that, we can go in and disable that, and then we see where is it? Here we go. and then we see just our keyboard there. And this is the SwiftKey keyboard, by the way. I'm not a big fan of the Samsung one, so that's that. Select contact to chat with. All the same stuff, and there's a couple other things here that we should take a quick look at. Vibrate is there. You can also save chat history and change the contact layout from list to grid. And you can see the version and legal stuff, and you can actually edit your block contacts here too. But let's take a quick look at contacts now. So it's in grid view, and again, you can go back into your copy your pin, show barcode. That's your barcode pin, as well as updates. The only thing you're missing here from the BB10 app or the BlackBerry app in general is BBM connected apps, and that's kind of hard to do, especially when you're not on a BlackBerry and you don't have that software infrastructure. So that's essentially that. I found the app is quite reliable. It works fairly well, and the reason why I'm showing you guys the app right now versus it yesterday or the day before is because now there are no waiting lines. So you might remember that when the app initially launched, people had to wait to get an email. Now, no more waiting. There was an email that was recently sent out. Let me just pull this away for a second. So right here from BlackBerry, if you guys can see that, there we go. There is no more lineup. So you can go in and download BBM, and you won't have to deal with the lineup. So neat thing is it's actually been the trending app in Google Play for a little while now. So if you do top free, we see that BBM is there, and then if we do top new free, BBM is also there. It'll be interesting to see how many people download this. Right now the count is over 10 million on just Android alone, and I don't quite know exactly how many are on iOS, but I do know that BlackBerry did quote 10 million users on iOS and Android within 24 hours, but it's been over 24 hours. It's been a couple days since the cross-platform version's been out, so it'll just be kind of interesting to see how many people are using BBM on a oh, there you go. See, LED, red light, gotta love it. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how much users are actually on BBM. And it's not really about downloads. It's really about how many people download it and continually use it, because a lot of applications people will download, but then they're going to delete after a couple, maybe a day or two, or even a week or two. But it'll be interesting to see what the retention is. Anyways, I'm Faisal Ali. That's BBM on Android. It's available for iOS 6 and up. It's not available for iPads unless you've got a cellular connected iPad, and it's also available for Android 4.0 and up. Not quite the tablets, but people have just taken the APK and installed it on a tablet, and it just works. So I'm Faisal Ali. I think I'm done. I'll see you guys in the next video. Enjoy.